going past the... Did I find the key? It might go somewhere.
And we'll be like, shut the city down and go play.
Milk and bread.
Yeah,
Go get milk and bread. We have an interest.
I know, when they even say, yeah, that's exactly. When they say there's going to be weather like that, and they show, the newscast shows there's like one loaf of bread twisted up.
Yeah, exactly.
The rest of the shelves empty. Then by noon it's like 40.
Exactly.
Everybody's eating milk sandwiches.
Yeah. When we got to our hotel and I was walking down and the guy was nice enough to wait at the green light so I could snap a picture really fast because it was so cool.
They used to produce a car here from 1907 to 1918. Then the First World War broke out. They started producing something for the war and never recovered, never manufactured a vehicle after that. But we do have 3 of the original cars actually. America's Pickers and Antique Archaeology is right in here. Yeah,
that's their home base.
Yeah. Sometimes Mike is there, sometimes Danielle's there.
And sometimes he's on a pick.
The car they used to manufacture right there.
There it is.
Yeah, then you see the picker mobile out there sometimes. That's where the car is out there.
No?
Oh, I don't know, honey.
We just did.
We drove by. Look, can't speak then. I was kidding. That's my Nashville lampoon program.
Did you see the AT&T building over there is
really,
Batman's headquarters in the movie Batman.
It is. We are saying it looks like the building.
CGI. They can put anything anywhere.
It had a very gothic feel.
10-foot tall and bulletproof.
And it just looks like Batman with the 2 ears.
Yeah.
And Bob, you are 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Come on, man.
I like the community farm there. That's nice. When we're walking to our car, sure. That's cool. Well, you're holding him right now, sweetie. You have to take turns. That is the only thing. It's like I can't have 4 dogs. But we all have to share the one, you know?
Right. They're building in hopes that it comes in. All right, who wants to know where Taylor Swift lives?
Not me!
Not
no,
you.
I want a bazooka.
You want a what?
A bazooka.
Yeah, just not me. That's what
You want a bazooka?
If we find out where she lives, I want a bazooka.
No, we love Taylor
a
Swift.
law. You want a law, you don't want a bazooka.
Yeah, he's crazy. Taylor Swift's a crazy lady.
My friend loves her.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. All girls besides your mother are icky until you're 30.
Until you're 30.
I don't know. 24 was a tough year for me.
Huh? 24. That's why. Now it is Peter Frampton. She sold that one because when you're 21 years old, 22 years old, now she's 23. You know you had to upgrade your penthouse. You remember when you had to upgrade your penthouse?
Oh yeah, it's so hard. I'm having to upgrade every couple of years.
What in the world is that?
That statue right there is the Buddy Killen statue. That statue right there is one of the original music producers here in Nashville. He's responsible for producing Elvis. What is this thing? sold that place, and now she has the entire top floor of this building up here to your left.
Oh, so she changed her view.
She changed her view. A lot of the songwriters hang out right here on Monday nights. This is a place to come on Monday nights. You ever heard of that song? You ever heard that song, I Love This Bar by Toby Keith?
Yes.
You got winners, you got losers, you got chain smokers and boozers. Well, that was written right here. It was sold to Toby Keith. The ultimate songwriters, what they want to do is they want to sell their song to somebody that's going to take it number one, because that's how they make their good money.
That's the smart way to do it. Then you can have all the fame and all the headache. You can get a little royalty and you check
Exactly. It's the hottest. Chicken's almost burgundy. I've heard stories of people almost vomiting or vomiting from eating it because it's so hot. So I don't like to go that degree of hotness. I went mild, my lips were falling off. One of my favorite places is the row right over here, where last week I watched, did you guys ever watch The Voice? You see the last series of The Voice? You know the bigger guy kind of sings like the guy from Rascal Flatts?
Yes.
He was in there singing the other day. I got a picture of him. He has an excellent, look at the line just for fried chicken. That's not that bad. Usually it's down the road. But that's people lined up to eat fried chicken at Hattie B's.
On a Sunday afternoon.
Oh, look at that portion.
People are being discovered differently. Also, Kenny Chesney, Tim McGraw, these people, they all have their own studios now. They don't come down here to produce their music. They've smartened up. They know that producers are taking a large sum of their money. They produce themselves. They know what people want. They think. You know what I mean? So how they make their money down here is they have Lee Bryce, say he's a new performer, or Hunter Hayes. For 3 years, basically they take a large portion of their pay until they get out of their deal. Then they go off on their own. The only way they're making money is off of new artists. It takes money to make money. If you don't have the exposure and you don't have the machine of money that has to get you out there and get you the publicity and the television and everything like that, you're not going to be big. You're not going to become, But here's where...
Studio, RCA.
Yes, that's where Elvis Presley, Dolly Parton, Roy Orbison, Chet Atkins, Charlie Pride, some of those artists have performed and produced in those very studios. Here you have Studio B over here to your left, or some other artists. You have a lot of these buildings that are for sale and for lease because they've joined forces. They don't need the overhead that they once had in the 80s. A lot of stuff is done digital. They have programs that do that right on the internet, so they don't need to have these enormous structures that they're paying taxes and overhead. Five-time winner, Mr. Lee Bryce. Let's do a photo op right over here so you have a little memories of Music Row. Also, there was an enormous